Okay. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay, and
Story
the
time.
waitress. Okay, so I'm ordering, and then the waitress comes to bring our drinks over. She trips. The Dr. Pepper goes all over. Dude, my hair was wet. My shirt was. I was so mad at her.
I
And
was.
I felt kind of bad though because I looked over and she was crying. I
Okay.
felt really bad.
Do you
I
want
mean,
to
it
do
wasn't even
like
my fault.
do you want to do like story time?
I don't have that many interesting stories.
I got one or two, but so like last
Kiddler raped me.
that would be a really interesting one. But like last year during 6th grade, right now I'm going into 7th grade.
Same.
I had this teacher called I forgot what his name was, but in my family I really hated him. He was my music teacher per se. So basically, in like any other music class, you just learn how to sing and stuff. But this teacher took it to extreme. He made you do stuff in like front of like 20 people, and these people weren't like people that you don't averagely just like don't see. No, these were the popular people. So it makes it even worse if you're embarrassed.
Oh no. Okay, we have to perform in front of everyone's families sometimes when we're in like 5th grade to sing. Like we had like music programs like one was called the Barnyard Bash. It was in like spring. I hated it so much. I never wanted to go to it, and it was so embarrassing, dude. I hated it. All the songs are super cheesy.
I'm gonna continue mine, but
Alright.
one of the assignments is that basically we're gonna be taught how to be like a music person, like how to teach other kids how to learn music. And one of the things where you had to go up in front of the whole class and them sing in front of you, and then you judge them.
Oh.
And then there was one specific day where all the classes that he taught would meet in one room, and I was the person that had to judge everyone. On that one day, he saved it for the last day too.
Oh, you have to judge. Oh, you don't want people to feel bad.
I know. And I wasn't really one of those people who loved to talk. Or at home I love to talk, but at school I'm pretty much a different person. But he made you do that in front of the whole class, but there was like not 20, but like 80 different children in the same room.
80? Jeez.
You had to judge every single one of them. So basically, they sing in front of you, and you have to judge how their singing was.
If there's someone I hate, I just call them trash and leave.
And people did not take that lightly.
He'd be like, hey, you suck, huh?
Like everyone else got to do the days where there was only 20 kids. He knew I hated him too. He knew I hated him.
This can make you suffer a little bit.
Yeah. He made me do that in Pacific.
You don't even have to shoot the book. Just punch him.
Punching them. But he made me do that out of the whole class.
Man, I'll probably have some more stories to tell once I get into the basketball team for my school.
He was just the most annoying person you could ever meet.
There used to be this one kid on my basketball team. His name was Christian. I mean, it's fine because no one will know him. But basically, all he would do was try and hog the ball and shoot 3-pointers, and he'd brick like every single one, or airball. So it was pretty funny. And coach would just pull him out of the game sometimes. But what made it worse is that him doing stupid stuff would make us have to run laps, do sprints and stuff.
Hello.
So everyone pretty much hated him, and it was his own fault too. And then he'd fake being sick when we had to like run a bunch of laps and stuff. Oh man.
Seriously.
And then I heard from one kid that this kid was selling weed in 8th grade. No, I'm not even kidding. So I told this teacher. Because he goes to my church, so I'm like, hey, teach, what's poppin'? This kid's selling weed. He's like, okay, I got you, fam.
Read.
Read.
So you know how I have dyslexia.
Dyslexia.
Dyslexia. Nowadays they're trying to recognize it, but when I was like 6 years old, no one knew that I had the symptoms of just like learning different than other children. So I went to this school called Oakers, or somewhere around there. It was in Florida, and the school was pretty nice. All the children was nice, but once I found out, or once my family found out that I had dyslexia, they tried telling the school that if they could help, they would, but they never did, and it was the most enraging thing ever. And then one day I saw some kid that had the exact same things, but he was getting help and I wasn't. And that was just so stupid. They would rather give some other kid help other than me, even though I had the exact same things as him. Like, seriously, yeah. It's kind of stupid how some schools...
There's this one kid who thinks he's like a gangster and stuff, and he buys like expensive shoes and stuff. He's that type of person.
Oh my god.
I mean, he seems like the type of kid to buy drugs.
Definitely.
But he's like, he's really rich because he's really spoiled and stuff. Oh my gosh. And my friend, he was hanging out with this girl and that he liked, and this kid's like, if I see him near that girl, I'ma punch him in the face. And I was playing basketball with him. He's really bad, but he acts good. Like he does ball handling and stuff, but he's really bad at it. And it's funny because I'm decent at basketball. Well, yeah, I'm not that bad. I can shoot. I'm a good ball handler and stuff too. I one-on-one him, kicked his butt, and he cried.
I just stole all the armor.
He didn't actually cry. I made that part up. But he hated me before. But then he's like, man, he left this. He was like, man, you'll be good at basketball, just like Steph Curry. I'm like, okay, cool.
So I got a story.
He was a good kid, but he just had problems.
I got a story about my Mac. So
Ew.
no, my Mac, like the Apple Mac that I used to have. Yeah. So I had it, and all I did was just play Minecraft on it. I found out that, yeah, I just sit on my couch and play Minecraft on it. But one day,
hey, dude, when I had a laptop, that was what I did too.
Yeah.
I'd play some Mineplex, you know.
Basically, my family would let my cousins come over like all the time. It was like the funnest time when they came over. I'm so dead, but when they came over, when they came over, it was pretty much the life of the party because it was just fun in general.
I threw a grenade, blew myself up.
It was just basically fun and all. So one day, I kind of
games on your computer.
No, we played the Wii all the time.
Hey, the Wii.
But one day I left my Mac on the couch.
Oh boy.
And my cousin's little brother was basically the most autistic child ever.
I don't know if I should be laughing or you're serious.
He was kind of autistic. He would get nervous if he went into arcades because all the machines were on and powered, and he's like, I gotta turn them off.
Nice.
And when we would go play Minecraft and like go outside for a few minutes, he would try turning off the game so it wouldn't save. But he didn't do it like on purpose. He just was his dad was a very weird person. But one day it has nothing to do with this story. But one day I left my couch. I left my Mac on my couch, and it was like in the perfect spot to be seen, so like no one would sit on it. Oh, who? You're interrupting story time, whoever this is. I'm not gonna check.
How dare thee?
So basically,
It's probably Kiddler.
I bet it is.
Kiddler, if it's you, you should die. Oh, it's not.
We're doing like story time pretty much, but I'm gonna continue my story. So I left my Mac on my couch, and Ethan, I'm gonna call him Ethan because that's what I usually called him. He came in and then he just started to just jump around, and then he somehow made himself get on the couch and specifically put his feet all over my Mac, and then he broke something inside of it, so ink went all over the screen, but not outside.
Why is there ink inside a Mac?
I have no clue. I'm not gonna look that up, but oh god, I'm so dead.
MacBook ink.
But
It's literally just pen and paper.
it's basically you stepped on it and the ink department like broke open.
The ink department?
I don't know. It was something that had to do with ink, but he stepped all over it, and then the only way I could have used my Mac is if I had a monitor or that's it, just a monitor. I couldn't use the screen because it was all covered in just black.
Then your dad buys you $3,000 gaming computer.
No, I had to deal with it for like 3 years.
Oh. Ow. What the heck? I'm burning!
But yeah, that's one of my stories.
Hey, you guys
Basically. No.
Anyone want to go next?
Hold on.
I feel like a Pizza Steve has some interesting stories.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Alright, Han.
Story
Alright,
time,
so
Pizza Steve
this one's
edition.
a real story. This is why I quit
So-
skating.
Okay, weird one, but okay.
Alright. I was 7 at the time.
That is legitness.
I was at this park. I used to do this little trick where the skateboard used to go under the bench, and I used to jump over the bench, and I used to land on the skateboard afterwards. And I was just a 7-year-old kid, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah, you got the swag moves.
Alright, so it was summer. Worst summer of my life, I'm gonna have to admit. Alright. Alright. I don't know if they do this at your parks, but
I don't go skating because I'm a weeaboo. I'm just kidding.
I don't even know there's a park in my neighborhood.
I bet Killer does because he's edgy.
alright, so I don't know if they do this at your parks, but
He
they like
goes.
give out like lunches.
What?
Just free
Oh
lunches.
yeah, I've seen that. Actually, I saw that today.
Alright, so
Sounds
Let's
weird.
give
it was like I was just
what they put in it.
I was just riding around, you know, having fun, doing my little trick, and then one of these times my foot got stuck on the bench, and I just went face first on complete cement. All I know is all I heard was complete silence, and everyone just surrounded me. I remember there was like a doctor there.
Everyone surrounded you, just like if you would say there's free kittens in the parking lot.
No, what was it called?
Who actually gets those though? They probably all have like rabies.
I like slid on complete concrete face, skin, and concrete just slid together. I don't know how. But it worked. Alright.
Were you like
so-
red?
I was bleeding, yeah.
Yikes.
He was
I
Spooderman.
didn't open my eyes because I thought like I was blind. And
Legally blind after
there
that
was so
moment.
many things going through my mind, and the doctor was like asking me questions to see if my memory was like there. And at the time I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Help me!" I was like in my head, I was like, "Why is this lady asking me questions? I need a doctor now." And I remember when I got home, I lived like 20 feet, not 20 feet, but like really near to the park. So they just brought me home. My dad came sprinting out with shoes and just picked me up and just took me home.
He's like, wait, screw the doctor. We're taking you home, bud.
Too much paperwork.
And
I
then,
paid for that.
I finally opened my eyes and I saw what happened, and I'm terrified of my own blood.
Ooh.
And so I went to the doctor. They gave me a wheelchair. I was like, why do I need a wheelchair? Did my legs look hurt?
They give you just in
I
case.
I couldn't go outside because I would get a scar. So the people at the lunch place, you weren't allowed to take them home, but they were so kind enough to bring them. So I was really happy. And yeah,
I am
that's the
happy.
story of why I quit skating. I've never skated.
Drac, that thing almost got to you.
I don't even know what.
The big monster.
Oh, I have a kind of a funny story. So I had I was camping with friends, and I had a cyst on my leg, and then it got infected. Like it was really hot and stuff,
Ooh.
and so we didn't really have much to treat it with. So his dad got a pocket knife and tried to lance it. You know what that means? They
No.
like cut it to like release some pressure.
Oh.
So no anesthetic. He's jabbing a knife into my leg. He's
Ugh.
trying to relieve some pressure. Dude, I was freaking out. And then, I mean, okay, once it was over, I'm like, oh, finally. But it still didn't. The redness didn't go down at all. I'm like, oh crap. So the next day we go. It was a Sunday, and so we go. We were
It
near.
was a Sunday. You just had to add that in.
Yeah, because like no hospital. I mean, not many places are open really, and so we go back into the town that was near us. And we find some urgent care areas, and we drive by the place that we were supposed to go to, but it looked really shady and like edgy and stuff. So I didn't say anything about it, and so we just went to a different one. And I'm glad we did because they're like, it looks like there's like a gang standing right now outside of it, pretty much.
I'm
But
dead.
basically, the surgery was over, and then my friend's mom accidentally flicked me in the ear by accident. And I'm like, that hurt more than the whole entire surgery actually did. Because it did. They froze my leg. They like injected me with crap. I couldn't feel anything. It was funny.
Okay, end of your story, I guess.
Yeah.
I got a story if anyone else wants to go ahead.
Oh, what is the story about? You gotta get it with a title.
It's about school. That's what I'm gonna say.
That time I was destroyed at school. Holy crap, must see. Story time.
So, all I can really remember about school is that last year, I was in middle school, first time actually having multiple different classes. Actually, no, that was not my first time. I had lived in a different school, but there was like these two teachers. One was a history, one was a science, and they would always question why I would not answer questions. Because one, dyslexia slows you down on learning. So I didn't know what they were talking about until they were done asking the question. So then they came up to my mom and was like, he's not answering questions. And they're just complaining, and then all my mom has to say is that he has dyslexia, and they just shut the fuck up. No other words
Oh,
after.
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No other words.
Didn't mean to even talk to you.
No other words came out. They just left the room. They're like, okay, we understand. We leave now.
Oh, okay. I have a funny story from when I was in
All right,
kindergarten.
I have a story. All right, this is the time where I got ISS.
This is the story where I got AIDS.
You guys know what ISS is, right?
No.
It's called
No.
it's in school suspension.
Oh gosh.
It's bad. You have to do a bunch of work.
Obviously, you would know about it.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh.
I got it twice. I don't know what story I should tell.
Tell them both. They're both
Alright.
interesting.
Alright, I'll tell you one. Alright, one of them was, alright, so my friend took a picture of my other friend and my friend wanted it deleted. So what we did was we took the guy that took the picture's backpack and we went to go hide it. And my friend got so mad, he like started pushing us around and we got his backpack and we started just tossing it around. And after that, we just kept tossing it around. He started to get physical with us, and all we did was just we just kept tossing it around. He choked us down, and until we tossed it, and next thing you know, we find the teachers catch us on the security cameras.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's something similar happened to me.
And then we just get ISS. And then the thing is, we went in ISS,
Oh.
and I don't know why, but we always kept laughing for no apparent reason. Like, we just looked at each other and just laughed hard.
That's an unnecessary thing.
It was a great thing. The teacher was like, "No, stop laughing. This is ISS. This is supposed to be a punishment.
You're supposed to be happy, not happy around here.
You're supposed to be feeling down, not laughing." Like we were like trying so hard not to laugh, and then me and him after ISS, we just bursted out, fucking crying.
In
Oh,
a happy way or a sad way?
No, in a happy way. 'cause
Okay.
We were fucking dying of laughter.
I hear that fidget spinners.
All you can think of is just